and because of that, he passed on, that probably he was poisoned and the likes. And against the story that we hear that there were some Indian girls with him, but Dennis Amakre has been able to say that there were no Indian girls, and that his death, this was what transpired that led to his death. So we'll see the reactions, we'll see what has transpired, but that does not make us forget the fact that Abacha was very ruthless dictator that killed a lot of people, and at some point he met his own comeuppance, and he led to his own death, and that was how God said he was going to go, because he had caused a lot of pain to people. So I just did an investigative journalism work, and I discovered that the deputy speaker of the House of Reps got about 750, that's about over 1 billion. The National Orientation Agency, their own budget is 450 million, and they have not gotten 1 naira out of their budgets. This is based on investigative journalism work. I would like to challenge the authorities for a debate that why is it that in the budget they are giving 750 million to the deputy senate, the deputy speaker of the House of Rep, to do youth sensitization program, when the National Orientation Agency that is supposed to be doing sensitization, their budget of 450 million, they've not gotten 1 naira out of the budget to be able to run the budgets. These are the shenanigans that happen, and these are the things that make our country a laughing stock. And this is based on an investigative journalism work that I have just done, and I've discovered. I've called people in NOA, and I've been able to verify. All right, still some stories making the round. So, the federal government earmarked 22.15 billion for the construction of 106 palace buildings. Marked 22.15 billion for the construction of 106 palace buildings, with some including furniture and solar installation. The review of facility concerns 11 palace projects worth 5.8 billion have no identified location, making public oversight almost impossible. None of the 45 implementing MDAs has the statutory mandate to construct palaces. Among the agencies budgeted to execute these projects are Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute, 3.92 billion, Federal Cooperative College Ibadan, 3.29 billion, Shida Science and Technology Complex, 4.5 billion, National Siri Research Institute, 427 million, Industrial Arbitratory Panel, 369.4 million, National OSP Detection Response Agency, 280 million, Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital, Danoa, 42 million. At a time of rising debt and limited fiscal space, should the federal government fund projects that are largely local in nature, while state government constitutionally exists to address many community level needs? It's not about the importance of our traditional institutions, it's about ensuring that public budget reflects constitutional responsibilities. The federal government should not become a vehicle for financing projects outside constitutional statutory responsibility. And these are the indications of that. Another story making the round is them saying why they inserted 780 million into 2026 budgets. Another story making the round is after Mary Abila's death, Ebonyi Traditional Council led by Umahi's brother announces special cleansing, declares curfew. Interesting times for Nigeria. House of Reps Committee says that there are 2 fake agencies as the controversy involving Gbajabiamila and Adeyemi continues. Bayo Onanuga is issuing a press statement saying that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has become more disoriented and misguided. His allegation about service wife votes was to set aside President Tinubu's 2027 re-election campaign is mischievous. Beyond the headline, Atiku did not advance any fact to verify sensational. The ghost of his sordid past haunts him. A man whose reputation as a public servant is marred by some of the darkest episodes of mindless corruption and profligacy. As a serial presidential contestant, Atiku has never once articulated a clear vision or a coherent plan. Nigerians are discerning enough to tell the difference between Tinubu and Atiku. Tinubu's administration has done nail fund, has done other things, getting jobs for Nigeria. That's a statement by Felix Moka, but it was published by Bayo Ononuga. These are some of the stories making the round. This is a reaction to Atiku Abubakar. Senator Mungunu was saying that we are yet to implement 30% of the 2025 budget, despite the records. And Governor Adeleke's daughter did graduate with a degree in mass communication. Remi Tinubu is saying that I will acquit a rapper if my husband is re-elected. These are some of the stories making the rounds right here. Serap asks NAS to withdraw the bill mandating social media platform to establish physical offices. Bolaji Abdullahi of the ADC, spokesman of the ADC, is responding by saying the proposed bill to shut social media shutdown bill is working its way through National Assembly, and it tells us everything we know about how confident President Tinubu is about the chances. The bill is deserved to be rejected by all Nigerians, not because it threatens social media companies, but it threatens every Nigerian's right to speak freely. There's also a video making the rounds of the Jigawa state governor going to his office and saying that most of the workers in the office have not resumed. These and many other things are some of the stories making the round. On the foreign scene, Nicaragua President Daniel Ortega, in a bid to cling to power, has declared that the country will not hold any new elections. The 80-year authoritarian leader said that his administration, which includes his wife and co-president, Rosario Murillo, is working with parliament to create a law that will build a wall against elections. DSS disowns Facebook letter, says signature is not his in Showore's trial. National Assembly rolled over 70% of 2025 budgets into 2026 for Tinubu as stakeholders raise alarm over project duplication. Amazing times for Nigeria. And Alex Oti received Master Michael Ofokale, an illustrious son of Abia State, who scored 367 in a 2026 JAM UTME exam.
You're still listening to Voice of the People, and the program is Front Page Review. Rufai, we've just heard what you were saying about all this budgeting for religious activities. 1 billion. In fact, some people were saying this budget was just for instruments, and he's saying no, it's not for instrument. It's for all other things that the youths need to do in their church. It's a wonder.
They use the budget to get money for elections, next year's elections. You see, it's only in Nigeria. Politicians are so blessed, they are so lucky, and that's why they die to get positions. That's why they can kill to get positions. Because you see, what they now do with the budget is they use it to appropriate money from themselves that they will use to campaign back. Did you see the investigative report I did about the NOA?
Mm-hmm.
You heard it there?
Yeah.
The NOA budget, the NOA that does character formation, impact, Nigeria, the NOA's budget is 450 million. Do you know that the budget this guy is taking for the church, the deputy speaker, taking for church is about 280 million? It's even close to twice the budget of the NOA, which is an aberration in the first place. So they just put the money and put in all sorts of line items, and that's why I see. To solve this position, argue about the budget, there must be laws to strengthen the federal, revenue commission, where we will have such an oversight of the budget by an independent body that even the president cannot interfere when this independent body scrutinizes the budget. So that's when you can remove all this fat. All this thing is just fat, and that's why you see that you put all the fat in the budget, it's not funded. Only 30% of the last year's budget was funded. 30%. And what do you have? You have a big problem and a letdown of it. The other matter I want to talk about here is the how low we become as a nation. And now we call ourselves a sovereign nation, but we are celebrating a letter from Donald Trump because we want to use it to show off to the opposition. The same government that is currently paying millions of dollars to lobby the American government, and the opposition is paying millions of dollars to lobby the American government. But the same government the other day, when the American House of Representatives voted that aid should cut for Nigeria, 100% aid should cut, were agitating. As a nationalist like me, how long are we going to keep going to beg America as a begging bowl? We have begged to an extent now we become begging boa. So much so that what happens to us now is very sad. A Nigerian government is showing off a letter America wrote to you to commend you that they jointly help you kill some terrorists in your backyard. The problem that you ought to be solving. You are showing off a letter that another government came to help you, and they are saying they work with you to solve terrorist problem in your background. They are showing a letter that indicates that your military was not good enough to be able to fix the problem. You surrender sovereignty to the Americans. And that's what they are using to show up, because you want to use it. People now ask, okay, has this letter removed the country of particular concern? Because anyway, as a sovereign nation, I don't even feel that any other nation should be able to do that. But it's because we go and beg from them. That's why things like country of particular concern concerns us. Just imagine that, Django. As a sovereign nation, you are showing up a letter that another country wrote and said, oh, I collaborated with you to come and solve the problem in your backyard. And that's what we are showing up.
So who will now talk? Shehu Sani, that was very outspoken, now is saying that Atiku's actions with the lobbyists and all that is unpatriotic, and he shouldn't have done that.
So can we also say that President Tinubu's actions or the government's action by going to lobby to change narrative of a problem that is happening in your backyard, is that one patriotism? You went to pay lobbies to be able to say there's no Christian genocide when there's Christian genocide, when they are killing Christians like chickens. Two things can be true. I agree with the argument that it's on part narrative. Which one is more unpatriotic? Anyway, I don't blame Joe Sonny now. He's in bed with the president. So what do you expect him to say? What do you expect him to say? Criticism is select. What do you expect him to say?
We're
If
just
it's not in bed, it's not talk. People today is in bed with Basoni, and they can't be seen criticizing president, which is Basoni. So probably they are going to also help him to set in. But he was ready to criticize the heck out of them when El Rufai was there, because El Rufai didn't agree with him, and he lost his position. So what do you expect him to see?
it's
Do you expect anything different? That's the hypocrisy we keep having in our political life. That's the hypocrisy we keep having in our political life. A country that was loaning IMF money today, a country that when Nigeria president if I talk now and I start crying, it's very funny you cry too much. This country. I'm going to be my fault. I love this country too much. I love this country.
it's terrible. Well, a country that we love.
When Nigeria visited in the 60s under Tafawa Balewa, it was the vice president that came to receive him in the airport. He had the state visit. He had a state visit.
We've gone so low now.
Yeah.
People are hungry.
If I talk now, they will say, oh, yeah, Rufai is crying again. Nigeria's Prime Minister, Tafawa Balewa, addressed a joint session of the United States Congress on the 27th of July 1961.
Okay. Cardoso is telling us that Nigeria's economy is resilient to global shocks. So we don't have a problem here in our country. Whatever comes from the global scene, we're going to be able to stand firm and fight it. I don't know if you've seen that, because I haven't.
So it's 52 billion that they said they'll be able to put in the reserve that we are resilient to shock. But if small GDP happen now, they will be. Did they know how much left what's it called, the last month of May, the one that I brought out that we're hemorrhaging a lot of money in the treasury, in the foreign reserve to defend the land. Did they know how much is resilient to shock? It's the 52 billion that we're resilient to shock. Let's keep sitting ourselves and go.
We're resilient to shock because we can raise taxes everywhere. We can make people pay more money. Like they have done an investigation now that
that
it,
months worth of this thing. That we are resilient to shocks. We are resilient to shocks so much so now that we actually kept interest, we've deliberately kept interest rates up, because the only way we can have liquidity in the forex market is by foreign portfolio investment. We don't have foreign direct investment. It's foreign portfolio investment we are doing. So we are keeping interest rate up so that foreign portfolio investors will be able to get bonds and government instruments at higher interest rates, so that it will make sense to them. So that's how we'll be able to keep liquidity on. That's why we can't drop interest rate below 26%. If we drop interest rate, while will start. So that's how we are resilient.
now they're putting out figures that WAEC and others could have made if they had allowed that raising of fees to stand. They're saying that examination bodies would have been able to generate 175 billion naira annually. That investigation probably may be sponsored by the government so that we will begin to hear the figures that we could have made, forgetting we are the ones who would have paid the money.
It's funny.
Really,
Funny,
really funny.
And you know that, like I was saying, you know that since Tafawa Balewa, no other Nigerian president or leader has addressed the joint session of the American Congress? So from a country where our leader used to address the joint session of the American Congress, to a country today where it's commendation letter that we are celebrating.
Well, they because of their heightened pressure on the Boko Haram and other insurgents, let me say so, the chief of army staff is saying, or the ex-army chief of Nigeria is saying, that there are so many sponsors from within and outside Nigeria. So if this intelligence is within their reach, I'm wondering why they're not using it. If they know that people are sponsoring them, then why are they still not going after these people?
They don't have intelligence at all.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have what it takes.
Is it really about intelligence or the will to fight this terrorism, this banditry and all that?
It's the will. It's the political will. But when you have everything at your doorstep, then what happens? And you have not been able to fight. See, today, even about the Orire one that we're commending, that we're hearing confused. We're hearing confused story.
Yeah. Testimonies from the people who were released are coming out, and we don't know what to believe anymore. Meanwhile, the police has the highest number of ghost workers, as ICPC uncovers 908.
Today we are knowing that one.
The people who should be enforcing the law are the greatest breakers of the law. Funny.
Is it today we know that it's not the same police that went ahead that went ahead to collect money from ICPC. It's not only in Nigeria that police is not ICPC.
Wonders shall never end in Nigeria. They say America wonder. This one I think is Nigeria wonder nowadays.
Yeah, you don't see that one for your life, but the police, yes, not chief for corruption. The ICPC chief, the head of anti-corruption, but you see corruption first hand. First hand.
You'll be waking up in Nigeria and just shouting, Omo, Omo. Another one has come, Omo.
It's one day, one service. Can go. Let me let you have it.
It's alright. Have a wonderful day.
But can go.
Yeah.
Just let that. The same country whose leader in 1961 addressed the joint session of American Congress. As president.
Well, we'll go back there. People are thinking of going forward. We are praying to go back to where we had the glory days. It's all right, Rufai. Let's call it a day here. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Bless you too. Okay, we'll be listening to Rufai Hussaini talk to us on Voice on the front page review this morning. We're going to hear your views now. We're going to try to connect with Barrister Darlington so that he can talk to us also on what he feels. In the meantime, let me just give you a rundown of some of the headlines that we talked about with Rufai Hussaini and some others that we may not have mentioned. Cardoso is saying, that's the CBN governor is saying that Nigeria's economy is resilient to global shocks. From Bende local government, that's Abia State, 1 billion naira appropriation, not for musical instruments alone. That's according to Deputy Speaker Kalu. He said 1 billion naira. He's giving out 1 billion naira to churches, and they have about 200 churches, according to him, about 200 churches in his senatorial district, and 130 of those churches have been captured. Some of them will have 5 million, some will have 6 million, 5 million for things that the youths need to do, empowerment of the youths and all that, and he wanted to use the faith-based organizations. That's the excuse that he gave. And you heard what Rufai said about ministries and parastatals that are needing money, not even up to that do not have this money. It just reminds us of what happened the other time. The Ministry of Health got only 36 million naira, while the First Lady spent about 1.3 billion naira to create awareness on health. Is that not wonderful? To create awareness on health, you spend more than 1 billion naira, but the entire ministry of that health that you are creating awareness got only 36 million out of 200 and over 200 billion naira that was supposed to go to that ministry. So that's the America Wonder that we were singing in those days. It has become Nigeria Wonder. We also have the one that says Fubara endorses Chinda, declares support for Wike-backed Rainbow Coalition. In another headline, they say Fubara says he has returned to the family. That's what they said. Obi Kwankwaso ticket lacks cross-regional appeal to win presidential election. That's according to an APC chieftain. Tinubu's decisive blows on terrorists excite Trump. That's another story there. Then Christian persecution, Trump vows to stand with Nigeria in anti-terror war. Further proof, and the federal government is saying it's further proof we are working. Okay, CBN is saying that banks must now support productive sector. NAFDAC targets markets, bars, motor parks, begins nationwide raid on sachet alcohol. Remember, they said there was going to be a ban on sachet alcohol. They have started the enforcement, so if you're the one into that business, beware. Motor parks and so many other markets. In fact, when you come out early, you want to go to work as early as 4 o'clock. There are people already there, not for breakfast, not for anything that they're selling, but sachet alcohol. SSCE fee hike, examination bodies would have generated 175 billion naira annually. That's according to an investigation. And an ex-army chief is saying Boko Haram has mega sponsors from within and outside Nigeria. Barrister Darlington has just joined us. Barrister Darlington, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine this morning. I hope you are as well.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you've been listening to us, or if you've been listening to us, you've heard some of the headlines here. Let's start from wherever you want. Is it the Abia State? Let's start from Abia State. Let's start from Abia State.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's start from Abia State. Deputy Speaker Kalu is giving out 1 billion naira to churches. In fact, first of all, we heard that it was for the buying of musical instruments for churches. But now he's saying it's not only for instruments, it's also for empowerment of the youths. That's why he just wanted to use faith-based organizations to do this. And he wanted to go to the churches. And that in Abia State, his own senatorial district, his federal constituency, there are about 200 churches, so he has captured 130 and is hoping to capture the remaining 70 of them. So let's begin from there.
Yeah, but that money is for what? Political campaign. There is nothing else to say about it. They want to prepare the youth for what is to come in 2027, because that is the only way APC can get one vote in Abia. Political thuggery. So they want to empower these youths ahead of time. Nothing else. Look at the timing of this empowerment. All the while they were in office, and they have already dehumanized these youths. They didn't remember them. They needed to look for something to hold on to. So that you say, yes, they are doing something. Look at it. The first lady went there just a week ago. And now this one is coming. It is about the battle for the soul of Abia because of Alex Oti. But let them spend 1 trillion or 2 trillion in Abia. They will not get Abia votes. Tell him I say so. They will not get Abia vote. They have deceived Abia people enough. And so the Abia people are wiser now. No matter how much they spend in Abia, they will get 1 vote of Abia people. It's just a horse. That is the truth. When did Benjamin Ekalu become a lover of Abia people? And they had to start with, when the genocide was being mentioned by an American, what did he say? Did he say anything? No, the Christian genocide, has he ever compensated any of those people or their families?
Maybe he's starting now.
Leave that in. That is, I told you, it's a campaign fund. Unfortunately, the opposition doesn't have this kind of money to be throwing around. That is our money. Taxpayers' money that Tinubu and his party are using to campaign. Something that is alien to American democracy. If you are caught doing this type of thing in America, you will be shut down immediately. You will be shut down. They don't tolerate this type of rubbish. Seriously. They don't. And that is why we copy that democracy. Where Donald Trump is now validating Tinubu's administration. All this corruption that is prevalent here. Are you telling me that Donald Trump will tolerate it? Yangu, look at the timing of that letter. The letter was written on the 6th of July. Immediately, Atiku presented document to U.S. Congress through his lobby group. The letter now surfaced. A letter that was written on the 6th of July, Bayo Nonoga and his people, they did not show it to us that time. They didn't. But immediately, these documents came out from America, the American lobby group. No time to Atiku. They now brought out this letter to tell us that Donald Trump did. He said, why can't Donald Trump talk to Tinubu? Why can't he visit Nigeria? Look, that letter is suspect to me. As far as I'm concerned, that letter is suspect. Because if Donald Trump liked Tinubu enough, we would have seen physical contact. They would have invited Tinubu to White House, or Donald Trump would have come to Nigeria to give solidarity. Is that not true? So that propaganda is old school. They cannot deceive us. Let us see one thing, one valid point that Donald Trump loves Tinubu. That yes, he likes what he's doing. What will Donald Trump like about Tinubu? Shabu, tell me the truth. What is that simple thing Donald Trump will like about Tinubu? The so-called fight against insecurity. Is he actually doing well there? Is he actually doing well? Let us call a spade here. Please.
Well, maybe the lobbyists employed by the federal government are doing a better job than the lobbyists employed by the opposition. Maybe it's that simple.
That money, the money the federal government is took to America is a wasted venture. It is a wasted
because I don't understand. A few days, not too many days ago, the Congress in America ruled on the situation in Nigeria. They even stopped every kind of support to Nigeria, according to that report. So how will they, on the one hand, do that, and then tomorrow we are hearing that It's about the same time that they made that ruling, that they wrote that letter, according to what you're saying. So,
did I not tell you here that letter I suspect it? Yambu, did I not tell you here? When that congressman, we played his audio in one of my shows in Evening Rush. Where the man is even campaign, even campaign against from America. He said the whole world, all these institutions, they should stop giving Nigeria what? Loans and money and aid. Is that not what happened? I heard the audio was all over the place. You buy another guy and his propaganda, they didn't see that too. They did not. They will not hear that. The man is saying that money they are giving to Nigeria is going into corruption. And that is what you want Donald Trump to support, Abby. Look, the days of propaganda is over. I said I suspect that letter. If every Nigerian believes that letter, I will not. Because of the timing. And because of what is coming from America. Look, you can't cover a 6-month-old pregnancy. You cannot. No matter what Tinubu does now, he has brought shame to Nigeria. I mean, shame all over the world. So any propaganda and any lobbying that is a waste of money and time. It cannot work. That is the truth. It has to be Donald Trump. All the world leaders, mention one other world leader that is talking good about Nigeria and Tinubu. Just mention, even in Africa here, do we have good image? And South Africa is disgracing us in this manner. Every time America, Donald Trump, America. Look at Nigeria begging America to support them. If you are doing good, do you need to beg anybody? They will say that yes, something is happening here. Yeah, you don't need to beg anybody if you are doing good. They will see it. In fact, they will come begging you to be associated with you. Two of us.
Yeah.
Is that not how things are done? But in here, whenever Donald Trump will come, the attack come is a congratulation to Tinubu. It's a congratulation to Tinubu. If you check that call, you can see that Tinubu's came into the call. Just call for begging him to validate you. Please.
Yeah. This Abia thing is some kind of deja vu. We've been seeing this and hearing this. In 2025, you remember the story we were talking all about. In 2025, the First Lady spent 1 billion naira through the Renewed Hope Initiative for cervical cancer awareness and treatment, alongside another 1 billion naira for tuberculosis awareness. The approved 2025 federal health sector allocation was 2.48 trillion naira. But eventually the ministry got 36 million naira. 2.48 trillion. They didn't even get 36 billion. They got 36 million naira out of 2.48 trillion naira. And now Kalu is budgeting 1 billion when ministries that are critical do not even have their budget, even 1 naira.
Campaign funds, I have told you here, and I challenge any APC person to engage me on a debate. Where is this money coming from? Was it budgeted? No, was there any budget for the First Lady, Yanko? All the money he claimed that his foundation is getting from donation, have we seen any of this money? In America, no First Lady will try this nonsense. They will impeach the husband the following day. I'm telling you, in America, where we copy this democracy, the propaganda, they will not see all this rubbish. They will not. First Lady. There is no place you will go without donating $1 billion plus, $1 billion plus. Is her name connected with B? Everywhere she go, billion. Whose money is she donating and taking away like that? And we are just sharing this money. Maybe it is audio money. Because this APC, they are very, very good in defeat.
But she says she will be wearing a kwete, so has she not tried for Abia State? Akwete, she will be wearing. If the husband wins election, she will start wearing akwete. But if she If he doesn't win, that means he won't be wearing it.
Let me tell her, Akwete has been existing even before she was born. I am sure of that. Akwete has been existing even before she was born. So whether she wear it or not, Akwete will always be Akwete. You don't need to give us a target until your husband win. And so the one she won, Uncle, the one she won before, what happened? Why not tell us what she has achieved? Tell us what he has achieved in his first comment. They are now using the second comment to blackmail us. So if you wear it, what would now happen? That is when Akwete will now start selling or what? You know what these people talk? They don't even weigh the statement they are making. You wear it so if you did not win, you will not wear it and then if you do not wear it, Akwete will stop portioning. Look at statement. Has she finished wearing Adire from Ogun State? We don't need her to wear it though. If that is a blackmail, we don't need her to wear it.
Okay, Barrister, I'd like to thank you for your time this morning. Sorry it was a little bit short, but thank you for your thoughts this morning.
My pleasure.
All right. Okay, we'll be listening to Barrister Darlington give us his thoughts on the headlines this morning. It's time for you to do your bit now and talk to the topics that are on. So let's pay some bills, and then when we return, we'll open the lines for you. Stay with us.
Give malaria a double punch for Protestanate and Pneumonia Queen. An effective combination that Camosunator. There's anti-malaria therapy. Comes in 4 different packs for different age groups. Below 1 year, 1 to 6 years, 7 to 13 years, 14 and above. Camosunator.
Camosunate, effective anti-malaria for all ages. Marketed by Janet Pharmaceuticals Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read the leaflet. Voice of the people. Find your brand. Find your home.
Okay, still front page review on your darling station, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I'm still here in the house and I'm opening the lines right now. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. 0700 903 903 903 903. Easy number. 0700 903 903 903 or 080 3692 9933. 080 3692 9933. We also have a line for WhatsApp. It is 081 71 75 6338. 081 71 75 6338. Call us on any of those numbers or send us a message on the WhatsApp line. All right, let's take the first call. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Yango.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, my name is Afunwa Damakole from Idin.
Afunwa, go right ahead.
Mr. Darlington said it all. As he say, we not getting a budget for first lady. Like what his son, as his first lady they spend money, and so his son save they spend money. This year our money na water. So this government, I don't know where what I will use to qualify them, but the only thing why I want to use this opportunity to Nigerians. Make everybody try to collect his PVC and vote wisely.
Bam.
Vote wisely. Collect their PVC, vote wisely. For Abia State people, they know where they belong. Whether the whole APC card, the whole Nigeria money go Abia State, they get 0% vote there. Because good food is good food. Better thing is better thing. So Alex Vote is already done it on. God bless you, Yango. That's what I have to say.
God bless you too. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My dear brother.
Yeah.
Mayor from the
All right, Mayor, go on.
Nyambu, I'm quick. I know we are Tinubu is going. Let me tell you one thing. We learned that 2 days ago that Abacha had died through Cherabadu Bemu meeting. And we also know that they said that Abiola died through drinking tea. Now, this year I'm going, 2 months ago, we learned that there was a quarrel between Tinubu and Shitima, that the clothes they gave to Tinubu was poisoned. Am I correct? No. This was on record. Now, how do you expect the people to go and react again? So they are now being careful. They are not being careful. It was rumored that the clothes that Tinubu wear, that they gave to Tinubu for Shitima's state was poisoned. Until that was got problem. So the first thing is trying to be careful because you don't know that someone can die through the tea. You know, there are drama, system, America die through, we don't understand. Now, so the human is trying to be extra careful. So we are not acquainted. We don't know what they decide to acquainted. So don't blame Apple, don't blame for that. Now, where am I going? Going to Asia State or anybody going to Southeast to campaign is just wasting his of our time. Why? We are being told by APC that we are a dog in a circle. We don't whether we all know whether it's or not, it doesn't matter in the election. This is what APC people said. Precisely, former president never been certified man with Buhari said that we are a dog in a circle. So they should leave us alone. They should leave Southeast alone. We are a dog. We should be a dog. And I guess I'm going to leave us alone. So let them go to the Lord. They always come to get billions of votes. Okay, they should leave us alone. We don't need them. Let them go with their power. We don't need them. They leave us alone, please. Going to Abia State or to Imo or that, they will not get any votes there. I bet you. They will not, even let me tell you, even the governors who vote against them, they are still going to vote against them. They still cannot get any. Oh my God, what I see, they know. Because they're not wasting their time. So what I'm trying to say that we are a dot. That's what the APC said, we are a dot. And that's thing they said, it's on record. So they stop affecting the Southeast. God bless you.
You too. Every state is a dot. Every state is a dot. So every state should take their destiny in their hands and vote the people that they think can do well for them. So no matter how Nigeria is, Abia is moving. So let's just hope that every other state will borrow a leave and vote in the right people, so that we will not even be concerned what is happening in the federal if we have things right in the state level or at the state level. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yango.
Good morning, my brother.
Inshallah, I'm calling from Ikeja this morning.
Oh, inshallah, thanks for calling. Go on.
Yeah, so let me start with the commendation from Trump towards the president. Any small commendation, even if it's fabricated, they will bring it to the fore.
Yes, sir.
But they are not enemies of progress. So the thing is that if they do well in terms of security, look at the one that happened in Uri. Even though it took 50-something days, but it was swift. Assuming this president does well continue as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, you understand?
Yeah.
If it does well continuously, and within 3 years, it's not too long for him to have reduced the security drastically to the lowest, even to 1%. You understand? We praise him, but coming from Trump, I want them to know if they are deceived. I'm talking about the government now, and their cronies.
Yeah.
They should try not to be deceived, because America and Trump, they are transactional. You understand? And for Nigerians, hoping on America, hoping on Trump, I've told some people before, I said, don't hope on Trump to come and liberate you. Don't hope on America. These people, they have their own interests. So what really matters is that we as a country should be able to fend for ourselves, take care of ourselves, and protect ourselves. That's it. Nobody wants your interest, and that's how life is. And for the first lady playing politics, telling people that she went, it's also transactional. We know how it goes. This is Nigeria. And in Nigeria now, people are playing politics, and the politicians know that majority of Nigerians, I'm sorry to say, I don't want to use the one called, we are docile and we forget things easily. We deal with now. You understand? So whoever is deceived in what she's saying is transactional too. Vote for my husband, and I will wear your fabrics. For those that are deceived, I wish them the best of luck. Let them vote for them so that they can wear their fabrics. You know, so and let me round up with this. Oti, who I look at to be one of the best governors in Nigeria. I was initially disappointed when I heard them praising Tinubu, but later I realized that wisdom is profitable to direct. In this Nigeria of now, when you have somebody like in the mode of Tinubu as the president, you have to be careful. So for him to continue in government, to continue his strides, let him praise Tinubu, because that man, Tinubu, the man at the top, he can do and undo. So understandable.
Okay, thank you very much, Shola, for your thoughts this morning. Let me pay a bit of bills and then
Give malaria a double punch of Protestant and Pneumonia Queen. An effective combination that There's anti-malaria therapy. Comes in 4 different parts for different age groups. The 1 year, 1 to 6 years, 7 to 13 years, 14 and above.
Camosunate, effective anti-malaria for all ages. Marketed by Janet Pharmaceuticals Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read the leaflet inside.
You are listening
to the number one station.
to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
Okay, let me return with just a few messages. Let's start from YouTube. YouTube, Nyamgul, your shirt and cap too much. Oh, nice. I love your dressing this morning, especially in your hat. Why did you remove now? It's looking unique on you. Don't mind his headphones. It's headphones that spoiled my steez this morning. If I don't remove the hat, I cannot wear the headphones. So I need to be able to hear you and to talk with you. But thank you for your compliments. If not that we aren't ashamed as a nation, how can students be praying for WAEC? Here in Senegal, the final exam is free up till university. Then if a tiny Senegal can do that free, why not so-called giant of Africa? This is from Lukman Ladipo. Okay. We also have something from Prudence. Prudence is saying, so this government has scammed the Americans to write a letter to us. While I do. Tinubu government is very corrupt. They want to enter churches for campaign. They're applying every strategy to win 2027, but they will fail. This is from Moses, Michael Moses. Then we also have my President Donald J. Trump acts fast to crash out APC government because many of them are deeply behind Christian genocide. Okay, this is from still Michael. And then this is very funny. The money they're sharing in a lawful country, many of them would have been behind bars. We don't need America grants. Nothing comes free from America. They have shown it wherever they go, in Panama, Japan, Afghanistan, and are not to be trusted. Okay, this is from Joseph Kinrele. Thank you very much, all of you. Hello, good morning.
Yanglo Agaji.
My brother, good morning.
Good morning. How was your night?
Was good.
Yeah, Batex calling.
Okay, Batex, thanks for calling.
Yeah, Yanglo. When Tinubu wife went to Abia State, what did she saw there? What did she saw? She saw how Abia State looked like.
Mm-hmm.
So let her go and ask her husband, how did Nigeria look like now? Is there any improvement? But she went to Abia. He saw how Abia is, how LSOT. He took our money to Abia State. That money cannot save them all. Yango, tell them that Nigeria is no more interested in them again. Let them pack their bag and baggages and go back to their place, to Okno. Nigeria don't need them anymore. These people, they are fair Nigeria. As Wike used to say, he said that APC is a cancer. and their cancer. They have infected all the whole Nigerians. Everything has crippled. Nothing is moving. Nothing. And this man, they still want to come and campaign to Nigerians that they should vote for them. Who will vote for them? Who is that person? Except all those ministers, all those people that are, all of them, they are squashing Nigerian money. Yango, have a very nice day.
You too. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Yango.
Good morning, my brother.
This is Mr. Akuma calling from Uka for a long time.
Oh, a very long time, truly, Mr. Akuma. Thanks for calling.
Mr. Yango.
Yeah.
I want to commend my governor, the state governor, because I went to over 3 weeks ago. I went to Aba.
Trust me, you will be proud.
Come around.
Yeah.
So from there I went to Port Harcourt. So I will commend my governor. God will bless him.
Amen.
What I want to bring out, I went to the state, especially Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt looks like it's an dirty area. Any street in Port Harcourt looks like bushy area. Every street in Port Harcourt, dirty. And that's why Port Harcourt is looking like very dirty. I can't ask whether every state wants to play like Lagos State. Every state go to Edo State, Edo State no road at all. Many places we see road in Edo State. That's the asking question. So this is what APC State is just looking like. 30 hour, no road. So they are expecting us to come and vote them again. There's no one wants that way now. After I went around, I traveled. So I go to all that. Only place I went to clients is Akwa Ibom. The rest, Akwa Ibom, Lagos State. The rest, there's no way to go at all. No way to can't. Then I go and think of myself. Why Nigeria is looking sites every year? We are in danger. This government is in danger. They are spending our money anyhow. I pray by 2027, if Nigerians can wise up.
Amen.
They can wise up.
Amen.
Because Nigeria, things is going back. It's not, the country is turning around. So I went to Edo State. We spent close to, first we started to this close to 2 hours plus because of bad road. So,
all right. God will help us, Ntakuma.
Thank you and God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Okay, let me take some messages. Good morning, Voice of the People, Honorable Presenter Agaji, and guest contributor Rufai Hosseini. Donald Trump hails Tinubu administration over anti-terror war in Nigeria. Very funny, indeed and in truth. Is this federal and subnational government winning this homegrown terrorists romantically called bandits, or is Donald Trump plauditory appreciation of Tinubu a mere pious piety statement or belly laugh? Once upon a time, USA government and its congressmen were crying blue murder about Christian genocide in Nigeria, and given this turnaround by Donald Trump, could it be passed for double speaking or a wheeler dealer? Is Atiku Abubakar presentation about Tinubu for future of certain sum in dollars born out of drug business in the USA in 1993 receiving attention or tossed into the dustbin? High time Nigerian leaders look inwards, gathering their own acts, stop depending on the Western world to solve their problems, as all that is needful for a man's government is within himself. I humbly submit. From the desk of Dr. Ugo Osuji in Festac. Dr. Ugo, thank you very much for your thoughts this morning. Good morning. Southeast governors endorse incompetent Tinubu for second term and let someone go and tell Tinubu that most of the family members of some governors are not voting for Tinubu, and 95% of Southeast people are voting for NDC everywhere in Nigeria because a brand new and productive new Nigeria is possible. Liu from Lagos. This story of ghost workers in Nigeria, especially that of police, should not be taken for granted or swept under the carpet, but should be followed to its logical conclusion. A sector like the police should be an example to others when it comes to good governance and proper orientation, but the reverse is the case here in Nigeria. I therefore urge Nigerian government to ensure that all involved in the collection of these ghost workers' money are brought to book in order to face the proper punishment they deserve. This is pure criminality and should not be tolerated. From His Royal Highness B.C. Nwoko in Oshodi. We also have, today Nigeria oil marketers have quickly increased pump price to 1,300 naira. The same oil marketers that refused to reduce the pump price when the price of crude oil was reduced in the international communities. The question I'm asking is, where is Mr. President? Where is National Assembly, the people's representative? Why are they not interested in the suffering the increase of pump price has brought upon the masses? Why is Mr. President not repairing our refineries? Does it mean if America and Iran war continues, Nigerians will continue to suffer pump price increase? To me, Dangote has compromised with oil chamber, or oil cabal rather. Benjamin from Shogunle sent this in. A very good morning to you, Nyamgul, the man above them all. This one does have a rich house. The trademark of Tinubu-led APC government lies and propaganda and fraud and corruption. I take the acclaimed praise of President Donald Trump on Tinubu's achievements on terrorism with a pinch of salt. We've not heard the last in your school rescue or release. I weep for my country, Nigeria. Ikemba from Mafuluku in Oshodi. And before I go back to the call, sorry, this one is saying, good morning, VOP family. Nyamgul, today made it a week and a day. Some part of Computer Village where I do business was sealed by Lagos State Tax Agency. The Otigba Street and plazas around it. 2 years ago, we paid 10,200 naira. Last year, they increased to 20,400 naira. This year now, they came up with 50,100 naira, which is very difficult for people to pay. While pleading and debating, they said the 50,100 naira, they said, was a mistake, that each shop must pay 90,000 naira. They said those monies we paid 2 years ago and last year weren't valid. We are begging Tinubu and his loyal son, Sanwo-Olu, to stop all this intimidation. The shop we're talking about is over 7,000 shops. My name is Reckless Love of God. Wow. This is heartbreaking. Yesterday we had a call from Alaba International complaining about demolition and people not being compensated and nothing being said about it. Now this one, sealing off from 10,000 to 20,000 to 50,000, now 90,000 in the space of 3 years. That's serious. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Django.
Good morning to you. You're making me sound like Clint Eastwood. Django.
Good morning, Mr. Django.
Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning.
Yeah, you're doing a very nice job, a very great job.
Thank you.
I listen to your VOP every day. Yourself, Esther, the other girls. So you guys are really doing.
And you're doing that from outside Nigeria, right? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Berlin. Where I've called you once before.
Yeah. Okay.
This
yeah.
Ola from Berlin.
Oh, Ola. Okay. Thank you very much. Go on.
Yeah. To be sincere, Django, Nigeria, the story that comes out from that country every day is very disheartening because. I don't know, because Nigeria is, I want to ask, is Nigeria a religious state or a secular state?
Supposed to be a secular state.
A secular state. So I don't see where a government will making a budget for a church. Church, they don't even pay taxes. I don't know if you understand. They were making a budget for them because, see, all these things are, you see, when Tinubu keep borrowing, they keep telling us lies, trying to make one way or the other. When you talk, they want to make one way or the other to cover up the lies and everything. These borrows are just for campaign. Can you imagine you are using state resources to bring yourself back to power? It doesn't make sense. In the Western world, when you want to contest for election, you do fundraising. I don't know if you understand fundraising.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, we steal from the people's treasure to bring ourselves back to power. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in any ramification of it. It doesn't make sense. Okay, just look at this money now. They are using they are allocating for religious purpose. What if you set a company, 1, 2, or 3 companies in those regions? Okay, Benjakalu is coming out to make an excuse that they want to use to youth, wherever. But if you open a company, those youth you are trying to say you want to trying to sanitize them from drugs. If somebody is working 8-hour shift every day, he will not have time to go and smoke. He will not have time to go and do oligancy or whatever. But because the youth they are so, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So why would they go smoke? Why would they go and indulge in so many ungodly activities? But if you open a company, just tell me, Dango, in these 3 years Tinubu have been in power, all they keep saying Coastal Highway, we are doing road, we are doing. I've then come on to say that this is a company we have opened. We have opened this company that we're able to employ 500 Nigerians, not even 1,500 Nigerians. Can they beat up their chest and come out and say we have opened a company that's employing 500, that have employed 500 Nigerians? It's nowhere. But companies are releasing people. I last time I talked to Esther, I have a farm in Nigeria. Do you know I have to lay off some of my workers? Because the economy is telling on me. I'm not gaining anything anymore, but I'm just running. But I have to lay out some workers because it's crazy. Task upon task. I told you last time, whenever I make transactions, not even business transactions, maybe somebody called me, okay, I just want to give somebody money. Do you know that they will collect VAT from me? I believe VAT is for a transactional purpose. But this is not on a transactional purpose. I'm just gifting somebody money. They'll collect VAT from me. They'll collect bank charges for me. It doesn't make sense. For me, it doesn't make sense. But yet, they'll come at Coastal Highway, Coastal this. We are doing roads. Now road we go chop. How many people are driving on that road? Come here, sir. Come here in Europe. You see small scale businesses. You see people are being employed. You go to the train station in the morning. You see people are going to their various place of offices. Their various place of jobs. Nigeria, no. Look at what you are saying. Sachet. They want to ban sachet, whatever. And you mention something that in the morning you see people gathering. You think they are coming. They are there for breakfast. No, they are there to drink. Because why? They have nothing doing. If somebody is working, I know he will earn meat from that place, and you know that you can't drink alcohol. Will you drink alcohol and come to work in the morning? No. It's very disheartening. I just pray. See, Django, Nigeria should really try and take this country like that. They should not be waiting on Obi, waiting on Kwankwaso, or waiting on. Nigeria should wake up. We should forget about this 5,000, 6,000 they are giving you. They should wake up. It's really crazy, Mr. Django. Thank you very much. I just want that to contribute. It's really crazy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and be safe.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Have a nice day, sir.
Okay. So these are people from outside the country still complaining about this country because they want it to be good. You are in Germany, you are in Italy, you are in America, but you want to come home. That is the African spirit. No matter where you go to, you want to come back home, but you find out that your own home is not safe. It's not safe. Home is where everybody goes out, looks for whatever he wants to get, comes home to enjoy it with his people, and then have this peace of mind and go. But it's not happening. And like he said, we need to take our destinies in our own hands. But before I wrap up, let me just call on our governor, Sanwo-Olu. Your boys are doing things in Lagos markets. I don't know if it got your approval or the approval you gave was not this way. For instance, yesterday we were told about people who demolished. They say the government went and demolished the shops, and I don't know what was done to the people who already had shops, even though they were shanties or anyhow you want to call them. Maybe they were causing environmental problems, but they have been doing this for years, and you demolished them, and they did not have special treatment. Okay, come get another one, or we are going to reduce the price, or we are going to allocate and you are going to be paying us in tranches or something. You didn't say anything. At least that was the report we got. And they are now allocating these shops to fresh people who were not in that market. I don't understand how that happened. So Alaba International Market, find out what is happening there. Our amiable governor, Sanwo-Olu, this is your final run. This is the injury time in football, that we call it. So you better do the best things that will leave a legacy, because people will remember your final days. In the Computer Village, we had a story this morning that the year before last, the demand for these shops was 10,200. Last year it was 20,400. That is double. This year they've moved that again to 50,100, more than double. And then they're now saying it was a mistake. It has to be 90,000 naira. Was that what you approved? Please give us a statement. Let us know that if it is you we should be crying to, or if it is you we should put in our prayers when we kneel down, then let's know the name to use. But if it is not you, please do something about your boys. Extortions in this Lagos has become something really, really threatening our lives. Well, this is how much we can go this morning on the show. We hope that we can come again tomorrow to talk about the headlines, and we do hope that you're going to have a very, very wonderful day in spite of everything. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. I'm out of here for now.
You are listening